We're down here checking what we call a wagon wheel shooting lane deal we got put in right here at the farm. Normally this time of year we're trying to do some projects like that. Sometimes a little earlier we can still see the remnants of what happened during the winter time, so we got a little late start on this one with the growth, but you can see these shooting lanes. 1, 2, 3, there's 5 of them here. Kind of shaped like a wagon wheel. The stand will be right over here. This will be a box stand set up like for gun hunting or viewing or whatever you want to do, but you can see a food plot we have right down here. That's that project plot me and Mark are always doing stuff in. So it'd be neat to see that from this stand right here to kind of see what's going on. Right here it's kind of open to go out into a big ag field we got right here, which is peanuts, but you've got this big opening right here, you know, with all these lanes, but there's oaks at the end of this one that's always dropping good acorns. So the thought is with this is they'll come there and start staging up, and we've got a big mode opening here that leads out to this big ag field right here. There's some peanuts right now, so it's really good. But the idea is that they're gonna come here and stage up, and you catch an early glimpse at them before they go out to that field late in the evening. Of course, if you're hunting here in the morning, we put the road in back here behind us intentionally that's away from this field. Of course, you have to get into an ag field to get to it, but it's not as popular as this field, the way it's set up. So we have a buffer here that's very, very thick that you'll never get seen in to come into this stand. So if you're here in the mornings, you've got deer out here in this field, possibly in the night, they'll start coming back and funneling down through here, and you can catch them on the way back to bed. These are things that we suggest for a lot of people to do. They're just really great, good ways to see deer. There's another one up on the south end of this same head of woods that we already have in that we're going to be working on more. Thinking about putting another one in on this end of this place, but this particular set of pines right here is only about 130 or 150 acres or so, and it looks super thick right here, but everybody knows what's going to happen. When these trees get up and they canopy out, it's going to drown out that sunlight, and this place is just going to turn into a biological desert with nothing to eat, nowhere to bed, nowhere to browse or anything. So I started putting these in preparation for when that happens. So I've got some wildlife openings that can grow up and browse, and you can also see your deer. But I'll come in on this right here, and depends on the rain, but normally about a month before deer season comes in, I'll mow it so I can get some good tender growth coming up going into deer season, and you will absolutely come see them browsing on this stuff and things like that. Not as good as a food plot, of course, but you'll definitely see deer with their head down in it. Normally you'll have a spinner or something on one end with one of them, but you know, a lot of guys will come in if they're wide enough and you're not getting limbs growing in too much and get the ground prepped and start planting them. You know, it's a neat thing because you can plant different things in each lane or just plant one. You know, and you see them coming to it, like especially if you got a kid or something with you, you see them coming on one lane, you can get them ready on the next lane and have them propped up on that lane because you about know where they're coming to, unless they get spooked in one of these non-mowed lanes for some reason or change their direction. But another thing too, if you're making these, I've seen a lot of people mess up and not make them wide enough. You got to remember these limbs are going to grow in. You've got sunlight hitting right there, they're going to grow toward that sun. It fills it up pretty quick, and then you got to go through there limbing. So make it way wider than you really think you need it, because you're going to lose it over time, or either do a lot of work trying to keep it open. Just a neat thing to do on your place. Y'all check out forestwildlife.com for more details.